Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and welcome to this yin yoga practice where we're going to be using a wall. If you don't have a wall in your house or wherever you are that is free, you can always use the sofa, a chair or your bed. And so also you don't really need a mat. I've got a cushion just for a little bit of extra padding. You could use a blanket. If you're on carpet, you probably don't need anything. If you're on a harder floor, maybe your mat with a blanket over the top. In yin yoga, we hold poses for a bit longer or a lot longer than we normally would. So there's less flow to this practice. It's very much static hold poses and they're all going to be against the wall. So gather what you need, press pause if there's a few things that you need to go and get, and then we will start with our first pose, which is legs up the wall. So a way to get the legs up the wall easily is to sit at the side of the wall, and then you're gonna get right close up to there with your hip, spin your legs all the way round. You might need to shuffle a little bit so that you can get your legs there, and get your legs as close as they will go towards the wall. That's going to depend a lot on the tightness of your hamstrings. I'm going to be looking at my watch just to make sure that we spend an even amount of time in these poses. So this is our first pose. So hopefully by now you've managed to find your way here. Legs can be straight, there can be a subtle bend if you need it. And so I'll just talk you through a few of the principles of yin yoga. So the first one is that we tune into the sensation, or what we call the edge. And that sensation is not too much, not too little. So you're going to feel something, but it's not intense. In each pose, I'll guide you as to where the sensation should be. In this pose, the sensation is very much into the hamstrings. The second principle in yin yoga is that we find stillness. There's no need really to move in these poses. And so in these poses, finding your edge and then you're coming to stillness. Now the third principle is that we stay here for time. So we're going to stay in each of these poses for about 5 minutes. And there's no need for you to time. I will time you. That's why you will see me looking at my watch. So we're about halfway. If your edge or your sensation has shifted, if you no longer can feel the sensation down the back of the hamstrings, then maybe you can move further towards the wall, so closer towards the wall. Or if the sensation is too intense, maybe bend your knees a little bit. In between each pose, we'll take a rebound. And you can either, in these rebounds, lay on your back, or you could come to seated. So it might take a bit of adjustment to move away from the wall. Just do whatever you have to do. Okay, so we're slowly going to move out of this pose, and you can come to lay on your back or come to seated. So start to shimmy the feet down the wall, and you can simply swing out onto your side, come to lay down. I'm just going to come back to seated so that you can hear me. And so then wherever you land, take a moment to notice. Notice the shift in the energy throughout the body. And this shift could be tingling, maybe a burning sensation. Whatever it is, take a moment to tune in. Okay, so we're going to make our way back to the wall. So coming in the same way as we did before, bottoms close to the wall as you can. Swing the legs up and then shimmy yourself nice and close. We're going to come into Malasana. So start to draw the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Pigeon toe the feet outwards and allow your knees to roll outwards as well. Throughout this practice, your hands can be wherever, again, they land. So here the sensation is in the groin and the hips. So find your edge, your sensation. Make your way, when you've found that edge, to stillness. And again, we're going to stay here for 5 minutes. If you need something to settle your mind on, in this practice, we don't really use the breath so much as more the sensation. So settle your awareness on the sensation. So you're halfway. Again, take a moment to notice where your edge is. If you need more, maybe move the feet a little bit wider. Maybe move the bottom closer to the wall. If you need less, move the feet closer together. And so some benefits of using the wall. First of all, legs straight up the wall is a great way to ease tired legs. Uses the lymphatic drainage system to shift the energy to provide a bit of rest for our feet and our legs. And then in all the other poses, the wall is great for acting or helping us to get into some of the stretches that maybe, or some of the poses that maybe we wouldn't be able to get into without. And it's a solid thing, so you can really put your whole weight against it. Great aid to any pose, any type of stretching. Okay, start to gently move the legs over to the side, and again, making your way either to lay on your back, or if you wish, you can come up to seated. Take your time. So take a moment in our rebound to notice. Allow your body to absorb the pose that we've just done. Allow the energy in the body to settle. Lovely. So nice and slowly making your way back to our wall once more. So this time coming a little bit further away. You're going to take your right ankle and place it onto your left knee. So you might have to lift up slightly and then lower yourself back down. Try to get the right knee towards the wall if you can. Sensation should be in the outer hip into the glute. We're not going to be here for as long. This can be quite intense. So if you need to push away from the wall, go ahead. So 1 more minute. Ever so gently release the right leg and release the left leg alongside. We'll take our rebound here. Take a moment to notice the imbalance in the body. And then making your way to the pose on the opposite side. So bend the right leg, maybe lift off the wall slightly, left ankle to right knee, and then release back down. Notice the difference in the sides of the body. Settle back in. And then slowly release the left leg and the right leg. And again, take that moment for your rebound. Draw the knees in towards your chest and then start to shimmy the feet to the side. So we're coming into a twist, but using the wall is going to bring the knees a little bit further than maybe when we would naturally find them. So it might be a bit more intense than normal. Again, hands can be wherever feel good for you. And we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. We're in our final minute, so adjust if you need to. For a deeper twist, drawing the right shoulder down and maybe looking over to your right hand. And then nice and slowly start to walk the feet all the way back to the center. Again, we'll take our rebound with the legs up the wall. And then moving over for our final pose, twist on the other side. Just the same as we did on the right side. And then again, we're going to be here for 3 minutes. Nice and slowly start to make your way back through the center and then all the way away from the wall. And again, take your option to lay down, or you could use the wall in this final pose. against the back, keeping the eyes closed. Our final rebound, either seated or laying back in Shavasana. And if you're laying down and you have the time, stay in here for as long as you need. If you're seated or wish to finish or close our practice together, start to blink open the eyes, take some gentle movement through the body. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking this time to practice with me. Hope you had a lovely practice. Take it easy. Thank you.